Hello everyone, welcome to another Rick's Picks. Today I'm going to be doing my review of the Turtles of Grayskull figure to bopsteady by Mattel. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take a look at them in packaging. Then I'm going to take a look at the figure and its accessories, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts on them. And just remember, if you do like this video, go ahead and check out my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle playlist and my Masters of the Universe playlist. Plus hit that like, share, and subscribe. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. All right, so here he is in packaging. I love the packaging for him. So first off, you got the Turtles of Grayskull logo here, his name. Get a picture of him on either side, which is really nice. You got this open window so you can see the figure, all his accessories. You have spot here where it shows that he also comes with a couple pieces for Metal Bot. You got your Masters of the Universe logo and your Turtles logo. Then you got this nice detail of pipes and ooze and what have you around the figures. I do like that look. Spin them around this way. You get the Turtles of Grayskull logo again. Another picture of the figure. Around here. Get this really nice art. I love the artwork for this. That looks really cool. You got the Masters of the Universe logo. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo. A little bit about the figure. All right, another picture of the figure with his accessories. And then this shows what metal parts that he comes with. Spin around here one more time. Got the Turtles of Grayskull logo, plus a picture of the figure. All right, the top is just, more of the green ooze pipes with a little bit of a window. And then underneath you got your legal and SKU. So all that being said, let's open him up and see what he's about. All right, so here he is out of packaging. Overall, I think he's a really good looking figure. I like the overall look to him, which is kind of funny because originally when I first saw the concept for this figure, I wasn't too sure if I was going to like the look to him. But now that I see him, out of packaging and whatever, he's definitely a cool looking figure. All right. So first off, let's give him the rotation. Got this side here. All right. You got the back. You got this side. And then you have the front. So now let's start taking a good look at some of these details because there's a lot to this figure. So first off, you have both heads, which I feel like is pretty nicely detailed. I do like the look to them. All right. Oops. Put that back there. You get these like little shurikens in the front, which look really nice. He has your Masters of the Universe style belt with, the loincloth. You look over on this side here. Let's get this arm up. You get all this nice armament here. I do like that. And even on the back, if you look at his shirt, you can see it's like ripped, probably where they were fused together and what have you. So I do like that as well. So there's a lot of really cool detail to this figure that I do like. I think they actually did put some effort into this guy. So at this point, I like his overall look. So now let's start looking at his points of articulation. So both heads do move. All right. You got a shoulder joint here with a swivel. All right. You got an elbow joint and you got a wrist joint. All right. You do have a torso joint. Okay. Spin them around this way. You got a thigh joint with a knee joint. You got a swivel at the top of the boot. All right. Then you got an ankle joint. All right. So overall, it looks like everything moves pretty well on him. And I do like the overall look to this character. All right. So now let's take a look at all his accessories. First off, most of his accessories are for Metalhead. So he comes with a lot of stuff for him, or Metal Bot in this case. So you have this foot. All right, you have a second foot. Okay. You have a drill bit. All right. You have this piece here, which I guess would be to swap things out on him. Okay. You got a hand. All right. You got a radar. All right. And you got another arm. All right. So that's all that. Now for the stuff that's actually meant for this figure. So you got this sword. That looks really cool. I like the detail to it. And then he has a ball and chain. All right. There's the ball and chain right there. Now, the nice thing about this that I really like is his chain is actually pretty decent. I usually prefer metal, but this works. Now, if you've seen reviews of some of the other figures that are part of this line before him, the chain wasn't that well done. So it looks like that's something that they fixed with these figures, which is really nice. And then last but not least, he does come with a file card. All right, so you got this nice art on the front. Switch it around this side, you get a little bit about the character. So that's pretty neat. I like that. I usually prefer the mini comics, but that works for this figure. So now let's see how well his accessories work with him. So first off, let's start with the sword. All right. That pops in there really nice. I have no issues with that. And there's also a spot for it on his back. Okay. So that should just pop right in there just like this. It does, with no issues. And then you got this ball and chain. That should just pop right on here. Oops. Maybe. Maybe. Ah, there. Getting that in there is a little tricky. There. Nope. Huh. Oh, okay, that doesn't want to go in there very well. Hmm. All right, there it goes. All right, so I had to work it a little bit, but the ball and chain did go in there eventually. It does seem to work. All right, so I don't have any real issues with that. You may want to be a little bit careful with it because, here, let me pull this out of there. I don't know if you can see it that well, but you can see that there's a little bit misshaping of the ball and chain. So that might be a concern, but as you saw, it did go in there pretty well once it was in there. Okay, so my final thoughts on this figure is I do like this figure. I think he's one of the better figures of this line. With these Turtle of Grayskull figures, they're kind of a hit and miss. Some are really great, others are nah. But this one I would put on the high list of the better figures for this line. I like the overall look to them. The concept makes sense. You know, having Bebop and Rocksteady as a two-faced character, that makes perfect sense for these characters. So that really works for me. I like the concept. I like the overall look to them. So that is a really good thing. I definitely dig this figure. All the points of articulation work very well. I didn't have any problems with any of the joints. Most of his accessories fit very well with him. I'm a little bit concerned about this here. I had a little bit of an issue, as you saw in the video, getting that to work. But once it's in, it looks like it fits pretty well. The only thing you may be a little bit nervous about is that pin in there bending. So, you know, watch out for that as you swap the hand and the ball and chain. So other than that, he's a great figure. I'd highly recommend this guy to go with the rest of your Turtles of Grayskull figures. So with that being said, I hope you all did like this video. If you did, go ahead and check out my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles playlist and my Masters of the Universe playlist. Plus hit that like, share, and subscribe. They're all small clicks for you, but it really helps this channel grow. So, into the next one. Late.